say a big thank you to the Fox 9 team for the town ball tour today. Looking forward to that. And just a couple of things we're going to do. They're going to go through ground rules here. Then we'd like to announce all the players for both teams, have them take the first and third baselines. We'll go through the national anthem, of course. And then we got a special group of young guys that are going to come out and sort of throw out the first pitch together. And we'll finally play ball. And also thank the Wandering Cow and Waldo's for coming today. They got some great food over there, as you might have seen on the Fox 9 crew there. And of course we have burgers and onions, as everybody can probably tell already. A few other great things.
It's a pleasure to welcome you to the next stop on the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour as we get you set here from Avon, Minnesota, taking on their rivals, St. Wendel. As we'll lay out, let our PA announcer do his thing. We'll meet both teams in front of a great crowd, a great stadium, and a great evening in store. Get started a little early. Well, it was 6 p.m. first pitch, which looks more like 6:15. Let's meet both starters.
Today, number 10, first baseman Brandon Dickman, batting fifth today and catching Tanner Thomasak. Jake Ethan batting sixth and playing third base. Number 4, Tanner Reese, playing second base and batting seventh. Jacob Worley batting eighth and playing left field. And number 1, Rolando Ramos, playing center field. Here, St. Wendel number 17, Aiden Mikulski, Andrew Margaritas. Sorry, I'll get back to that one. Carter Voss, Chase Lyon, Logan Haran, Pete Schumer, and Will Ethan. I'll get your name and I'll announce it again. For the Avon Lakers. Okay, we're going to have a little change in the arrangements here. We're going to have a special announcement here in a moment to celebrate some of the local athletes. This is the crew that's going to come out and throw the first pitch. So I'd like you to join me in giving a massive round of applause to our very own Albany boys basketball team. Team was coached by Corey Schlegel, along with assistant coaches Jacob Boone, Joel Bauer, and Grant Johnson. What an incredible achievement. Their dedication, teamwork, and sheer talent have made our entire community incredibly proud. They exemplify what it means to strive for greatness. Tonight we have the honor of honoring these champions, and we're going to have each of the seniors throw out the first pitch, and I can see they're already getting it going. Seniors are Zeke Austin, Sam Hondel, Elliot Burnett, Ethan Meyer, Lucas Gable, and Bennett Hilla. Let's give them all another huge hand. number 15, Caden Moore. Batting second, playing right field, number 13, Elliot Burnett. And the senior just going on first pitch, Caleb Curry, batting in the 3 spot. He's playing shortstop. Hitting cleanup, Reese Gregory, playing third base. Batting in the 5 spot, Elian Mesquita, playing left field. Batting 6th, playing first base, number 24, Jack Tyson. Batting in the 7th spot, playing second base, number 8, Cole Wellman. Batting 8th and on the mound for the Lakers today, Elliot Allen and Carter Bolthouse, number 5, our catcher. Additional players on the team, number 34, Carter Philippi. Number 16, Carter Weeson. Number 4, Drew Leeser. Number 10, Griffin Rummeling. Number 20, Jackson Henderson. Number 19, Joe Dolan. Number 2, Matt Meyer. Number 23, Matt Pickleman. Number 18, Nathan Sand. Number 14, Nick Murden. Number 12, Nolan Bigowet. And number 1, Ryan Jansen. As soon as they're ready, they'll be taking the field, and if we could have the national anthem once the players take the line.
So there are your starters. Lakers set to take the field from left to right. It's Elian Mesquita, Caden Morick, Elliot Burnett in right. They're in their home pinstripe white jerseys with the wintergreen forest green. Both teams set to take the lines here as we'll honor our anthem. Wind was howling a little bit earlier, but seems to be switching up on us. We'll have first pitch here coming up. Looks like a little bit after 6:15, but in a matter of moments.
And now let's face the flag in center field for our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the walls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Lovely rendition of our anthem. Impeccable conditions this field. I don't know if it's our vantage point here. It looks bigger to me in the outfield than the dimensions would suggest. About 326 down the left field line. I believe it's right field 321. 377 out to deep center, so certainly gettable. And 362 in left center. Only 340 in right, so interesting dimensions around the ballpark. Another gorgeous day. Finally, looks like we are done with some rain, hopefully, for a little bit. But again, the field looks great, and we've lucked out so far on Wednesdays as we get you set for Stop number 3 on the Town Ball Tour. Again, around the diamond here for the Lakers. Reese Gregory at the hot corner. It is Cole Wellman at second. Shortstop Caleb Curry. First base Jack Tyson. And pitching will be Elliott Allen to catcher Carter Holtos. St. Wendel in their black tops, orange secondary color, and white pants. Many players opting for the high sock stirrup look. As Allen, a right-hander, finishes up his pitches. Looks like he goes exclusively out of the stretch. And we'll get going here right about 6:20. Wind has just completely died down. So we'll see if we've got some offense in store tonight. Right-hander will start off the order for St. Wendel.
Leading off the game for the Saints, Tyler Hulls.
And it's Tyler Hulls, the right fielder for the Saints. Pitch. It's outside, 1-0. Quick worker, the right-hander, 1-0. Is grounded just a hair foul. That'll be 1-1 down the third base line to the right of Gregory. Wind is now picked up, going in from right field a little bit. It's going to be switching up throughout the night. A little bit of cloud cover here, and sky high testing this wind out in left field towards the line. Ranging over to make the first out of our ball game is Mesquita. 3 pitches for the first out, and we'll see Connor Breath, the opposing pitcher.
Pitcher Connor Breath.
One away, a lazy fly to left. Another righty matchup, and the pitch home. Had him out in front, fouled back. Oh, 0-1. High and tight, 1-1. Went change up fastball. Pitch home. Lifted out into the gap, ranging over. Center fielder looking over to Mesquita, who's going to make the catch in the gap, and he's made both putouts so far. That one much deeper, but still in the ballpark for the second out.
Dickman.
And Austin Dickman will try and avoid a 1-2-3 top of the first. 2 flies to left. Wind is pushing right to left in from the outfield. And first pitch swinging. They aren't shy tonight. A couple of weak contact first at bats for Allen. Excellent crowd here on stop number 3. Strike 2, he jumps ahead. Mork, Burnett, and Curry due up for the Lakers. Plenty of signage from pole to pole. Fouled off the left leg of Dickman. Looking for the first punch out. This is a bloop out to left. Mesquita got a great jump. He makes all 3 outs in the first half of our first inning. So 3 flies to left. That one a little bit more of a soft liner. Great jump. And a 0 posted for the right-hander, Allen. Bottom first coming up.
want to apologize to Andrew Dinkow, St. Wendel player that I butchered the name of. Welcome to the park, Andrew, number 12.
So now it'll be St. Wendel and Connor Breath, the right-hander, who will wind up and fire first pitch pulled down the right field side. And one pitch, one out in our quick start to the first inning in Avon. That was Caden Mork flying out sharply.
Right fielder Elliott.
Defensively
Burnett.
for the Saints, Breath on the hill. Tomasek is behind the plate. Dickman at first. Shortstop is Austin Dickman. Brandon at first. Double play partner Tanner Reese. Pitch home. Played off for ball one. And over at third, Jake Ethan. Left to right in the outfield. Jacob Worley, Rolando Ramos, and Tyler Holmes. That misses. 2-0. Elliott Burnett's the right fielder. Gets a hold of this one, deep out into the gap in left center. Another good running start and catch made. Sharp defense. Rolando Ramos patrols center field and takes away what very well could have been our first hit.
Shortstop, number 22, Caleb Curry.
Everybody in short order so far. Here's Caleb Curry, shortstop. A nice crowd you can see down the left field line taking in the game. You got apartments out in center field. You can watch the game from your window. Some people treat it to a patio look. More people out in left field as well on the berm. And a ball here. 2-0. Everything in the air so far. 5 flyouts. A ball away from our first base runner. Curry will take his base. Stared at 4 pitches. Reese Gregory will extend the inning.
Third baseman Reese Gregory.
Pretty good visiting crowd here from the Saints as well, and Avon's packed this place themselves. Off-speed pitch in for a strike. First base runner, a 4-pitch walk. Oh, Gregory is plunked hard. Wears it to first. A 4-pitch walk and then a hit batter right on the meat of the shoulder.
Left fielder Elian Mosqueda.
There's Elian Mosqueda, RBI opportunity first and second. He made every out in the top of the first in left field. Runner takes off, hit and run is on, and he skies it out into right field. This should get him out of the inning. Coming on to make the catch, so nothing made out of a 4-pitch walk, and Gregory got hit for nothing as he is stranded at first. So our first base runners, but nothing doing. Zeros after 1 in Avon.
Summary, no runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left on base. First baseman Brandon Dickman.
So 3 flyouts in the top of the first. Here's the top of the second. 4, 5, 6. Brandon Dickman, Tanner Tomasak, and Jake Ethan. First pitch is in there for a strike. Excuse me, a strike. Second baseman's playing in the outfield grass right now. Pitch home is in the dirt. That is Cole Wellman. So a lot of space up the middle. And this is likewise hit out to left. A long run, foul territory, looking up, and it's out of play. Incredible ground covered by Mosqueda nonetheless, looking to make 4 straight outs. 1 and 2. No strikeouts in this one. I mean, this is a very odd defensive arrangement for a righty here. See if he takes advantage. 1-2. Outside. Another one taken outside. 3 and 2. Saints looking for their first base runner. No hits in this one. A walk and a hit batter. Both left stranded, bottom of the first. And fouled away. We'll do it again. Full count. Tight on the line at third. Pitch is upstairs. Leadoff walk. So Brandon Dickman aboard on the full count walk.
Tanner Tomasik.
And Tanner Tomasik will bat now with nobody out. And he will ground one to second, slowly hits, and he'll get the lead runner, but have no shot at first. One pitch to get the out. Tomasik retired. Rather, he'll take first base on the fielder's choice. And one away.
Third baseman Jake Ethan.
Here's Jake Ethan, a slow roller to second. And again, Wellman playing deep. So didn't really have a chance at the double play, but they get the lead runner with ease. Now he'll creep in as they still have the double play opportunity. And it's bounced right back to the mound. A second for one. Wasn't the best throw, but the turn is, and they'll get him 1-6-3. 2 pitches after the leadoff walk. He wiggles out of it. And another 0 posted on the twin killing. Moving right along in Avon here on the Town Ball Tour.
Hey, for some of the kids that are out there maybe for the first time in our park, we'd love it if you can find the baseballs that go foul. We give you a cash for them. If you return them to the concession stand, we'd appreciate that very much. First baseman Jack Tyson.
Jack Tyson will bat. 6th in the order, and he'll take downstairs. Six, 7, 8 due up against Connor Breath, who deals the 1-0, fouled away. Be a 1-1. Bottom 2, and a breaking pitch inside, 2-1. Leadoff walk was erased by a fielder's choice, and then a double play, 2 pitches after the walk. And this is lined out to right field. This is going to be caught on the fly. Nice read again, sharp outfield play, and this is hauled in by Tyler Holes.
Number 8, second baseman Cole Wellman.
Base hits hard to come by tonight. But no strikeouts. Everybody's putting the ball in play, which is not what you typically see in today's game. A lot of home run strikeout. A lot of fly balls here, but nothing too hard for the outfielders. Strike called. First lefty we've had, if I'm not mistaken. In Wellman. And he takes a quick 2 strikes. Breath's got some life on that fastball. Bouncer to short. That'll be the second out, 6-3. This is where Breath got a little all over the place with the walk and the hit batter, but then nothing was made of it. Elliott Allen, opposing pitcher. 2 away, bottom 2. Allen takes a strike. Cloudy but beautiful day. Pitch home. Well out in front, it's a sword. 0-2. That's my favorite new stat in the age of advanced analytics. Expected batting average is my other one. But a sword, for those who don't know, is when you kind of get that unguarded swing from the batter where he knows it's a, I went around. It's not even a check to first, just had you looking foolish. He'll lay off another pitch. 1-2. Trying to avoid the first strikeout. It's upstairs to the backstop, 2-2. Expected batting average is based on exit velocity, launch angle, and all that nonsense, right? But I mean, it basically tells you how unlucky you are. Like an 1,000 expected batting average, yet still making an out. About as unlucky as it gets. Unlucky here, chase the high fastball. It's a swinging strikeout, first punch out for either side. But we remain scoreless in a fast-moving ball game in Avon here heading to the third.
Number to bottom of second inning, 3 up and 3 down. Tanner Reese.
Tanner Reese, last 3 in the lineup. For St. Wendel. Still looking for our first hit of the ball game. Allen, who just struck out, is going to pitch inside. Pulled to third, a short hop, long throw, and it's made with ease. Nice work at the hot corner there. Not the easiest of plays, but made to look routine by Reese Gregory.
Left fielder Jacob Worley.
Jacob Worley bats with an out on the board. Nobody on. First pitch swinging well out in front, fouled to the dugout. We appreciate the ever-blossoming chat on the Fox 9 YouTube channel. There is a question if it's inner city or like Babe Ruth. A little fumble over there at third, but he's safe is the call. Bang, bang play. I believe it is a mix of course, like former ball players, up-and-coming college guys. So you get a lot of great talent. And of course, the state tournament every year comes up, and that is an absolute ball. High competition there, and it's a pleasure to be year number 2 of doing the Town Ball Tour. Moving in over on the grass at third, pitch home in there for a strike. So, yeah, they do call that an error, so still no hits. They give it an E5. And Ramos now will hit third base again, but foul. It's quickly behind 0-2. Allen would love another double play. It's foul. Ramos staying alive. Big hole in left center. And popped up, shallow left. Mesquita appears to have this one. He does. 2 away. First time through the order for Allen.
Right fielder Tyler
No hits.
Hulls.
Here's Tyler Hulls. Hulls flew out to left his first AB. And he'll wave and miss at this. 0-1. It'll be a ball. 1-1. Two strikes. No score in Avon. Holes for the second time. Runner takes off, swing and a miss, and Allen gets the strikeout. His first 3 scoreless innings for the right-hander, and Breath will try and match him next with the bottom half of the frame.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 man left on base. I want to thank all those that helped get the field prepared, all the workers we have today helping with that and helping with the concessions, taking care of everything, playing the music. We appreciate all that you do. Catcher Carter Holthoff.
First pitch strike, bottom of the third inning. Back to work, Connor Breath and Carter Holthoff's 9-1-2 due up. And he will ground to third. Throw is offline, and he's out. Got back on the bag over at first for Brandon Dickman. Another close play. This one punched out by our home plate umpire. I believe it's just a one-man crew tonight.
Center fielder Caden Moore.
Second time, here's Caden Mork. And he will be out in front, 0-1. Even with the bag at third. Mork launches to center field. Another running grab secured by Rolando Ramos. Nothing getting by these outfielders. No hits, just walks, a hit batter, and an error between the two teams. A strikeout apiece for each starter. Here's Elliot Burnett. At the letters, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Nice breaking pitches, 1-2. Two good starters on the hill. Speedy outfield for both sides. Popped up, a look by the catcher who runs out of real estate. Tomasek was over to see if he could put that out for the final out of the inning. One, two. He did not go around. 2-2. Almost got him. He'll ring him up looking instead on the next pitch. Connor Breath keeping hitters off balance. As we're through three without a hit and without a leader. Zeros heading to the fourth.
3 down. Also want to thank today the Avon Lions for helping us out. We got a lot of the volunteers there in the lime green shirts helping sell adult beverages and water. I guess water's an adult beverage too. Thank you, Avon Lions. Defensive changes for the Lakers. Elliot Burnett has moved from right to left field. Drew Leeser is now in right field. And Elian Mosqueda is the shortstop.
Avon switching up the defense a little bit. Mosquito moves from left to short. Burnett is now in left. He moved from right to left. And then Drew Leeser takes over in right, as this is pulled foul. Connor Brett, 3 scoreless innings of his own, matching Elliott Allen's. Strike. 0-2. And he'll ring him up on 3 pitches. Pitcher on pitcher crime for the strikeout looking.
Shortstop, Austin Dickman.
Here's Austin Dickman. And there's a strike. Allen very effective. Pulled foul. Burnett, a look over. Another 2-strike count. Pulled the third. Oh, and it gets by. A bad hop on the backhand of Reese Gregory. And we'll have to see how they rule it.
We'd ask the young fans,
Second error on Gregory.
Baseballs, there is a cash reward. Thank you.
So the second E5 on the Lakers puts a runner on.
Dickman.
And here's Brandon Dickman. Who pulls this foul. Runner on first, 1 out. Little dribbler, good bounce off the mound, only play us to first. Allen makes it 1-3. So a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And a chance for Tomasek. Tomasek with a runner on second in Austin Dickman. Jake Ethan on deck. Pitch at the eyes, 1-0. Allen trying to keep this game scoreless. Low. 2-0. Three and 0 at first base open. And it's a 4-pitch walk. First and second, 2 outs. Jake Ethan.
Third baseman Jake Ethan.
2 errors on the Lakers, both by Gregory at third, who plays tight on the line. First and second, Elliott Allen. This is through the hole on the right side. First hit of the game. It's hard hit. Stop sign goes up, and they're loaded with 2 outs. Big turn from Austin Dickman, but threw the brakes on, and bases juiced. Tanner Reese batting.
Second baseman Tanner Reese.
Single to right. The air looming right now, and leads to the first hit. Reese takes a strike. And another called strike at the knees, 0-2. Reese not a fan. Allen a strike away from getting out of it. Flied to right. Foul territory. Long diving grab. He got it. That's freshly inserted into the ball game, Drew Leeser. And how about his first put out in action in right field? He did field that single to right, but then he's going to make an incredible catch to steal that bat away, or at least an extra pitch. Diving in foul territory. And that comes with the bases loaded, a huge out to send us to the bottom half of the fourth inning.
Right fielder Drew Leeser.
Right after making that incredible grab, here's Leeser batting, and he'll foul the first pitch. Great grab and right indeed to end the inning. With the bases loaded, top four, bottom half. Pitch missing. People checking us out all the way from Jamestown, New York. Appreciate that. Welcome aboard as this is lined to center field. Ramos will have to play it on a hop. So Leeser comes in the game, makes a sensational catch, and now leads the game off, rather the bottom half of the inning off, with the first Avon hit.
Third baseman Reese Gregory.
Gregory's committed 2 errors defensively. He'd love to pick up a hit here or some runs. The errors have not come back to hurt them. Curveball strike. Single for Leeser. So Caleb Curry left the game. He was at short. That's when they moved everyone around and put Leeser in. Just batted in front of Gregory here. 1-1. Fouled back. 1-2. Pitch home. Gets a hold of one out to center field. Ramos is there, though. And after having one fall in front of him, he'll make this catch for the first out.
Shortstop, Elian Mosqueda.
Here's Elian Mosqueda, started in left field, now playing short. Runner at first. Mosqueda takes strike one. Also welcome those from Wisconsin checking us out. Taking in some great baseball, high level of action. Again, that's the beauty of the Town Ball Tour. Oh, great pitch, but it's going to get away. Swinging strike. Runner advances to second. Looked like catcher was a little. He's going to go back. Did he say he tipped it? Okay, so he got a piece of that with the bat. So it'll be a foul tip. 0-2. Runner returns to first. I was going to say that threw the catcher off a little bit. And it was indeed tipped. 0-2 goes upstairs with a fastball. Pitch fouled back. It's going to be another hit batter, second one from Connor Breath. First and second, one out. Lakers trying to take the lead in the bottom of the fourth. Jack Tyson batting. And in the dirt. 1-0. Pitch high. Fox 9 Town Ball Tour in Avon. 2-0. All the way to the backstop. Second and third now. Avon, their first runner to third base. And a great opportunity here. Now I wonder, 3-0, you might as well just send them to first here. Play for the double play. Infield is in for the 3-0. One out. And he nearly sent that to the backstop. Nice block from Tomasek. They're loaded up after a 4-pitch walk, so trouble brewing for Connor Breath. Here's lefty Cole Wellman. RBI opportunity, looking to take advantage in this game. And trouble with the command now. 5 straight balls. That came after he hit the current runner at second, Mosqueda. Leeser at third. And 2-0 with nowhere to put him. 3-0. Lakers looking for their first run, however they can achieve it. The 3-0 after a 4-pitch walk, trying to avoid a hit batter and back-to-back 4-pitch walks. He will toss in a strike. And this is drilled to right, down, a fair ball. into the corner, might clear them. They are going to hold the runner from first. It's a 2-run double down the line. 2-0 lead, the Lakers here at home. Cole Wellman strikes first. Excellent field out here. Tough angle down the right field line, but you can see that caught the line by a good chunk, 5 feet or so. Kept on rolling. And now 2 runs across for Avon. That's been the beauty of this town ball tour. We get to see all the gorgeous fields across the great state of Minnesota. Tucked in small town America. Great baseball towns. Another ball in the dirt. 1 out, 2-run double, and Allen batting now with run support as the opposing starting pitcher. 3 innings of scoreless baseball underneath his belt, but he's going to pop this up on the infield. Pitcher darts out of the way. First baseman runs onto the mound and makes the catch. And a huge out as Brandon Dickman runs over to make the catch. Connor Breath darts out of the way, and now Carter Holtas will try and pick up those 2 runners on base. Pop out. Strike. 2-run double for Wellman out at second. There is action in the bullpen as this is lined to left. That's down a base hit. They're going to send both runners as the throw comes up the line. Play at the plate. He's ruled safe. Nice effort by Tomasek, but a good angle taken from Wellman, cutting to the inside of the plate. And the square portion able to tuck his hand in underneath the tag. 2-run single, 4 spot in the 4th. How about the bottom of the order for the Lakers? Carter Holtas, the 9-batter, with a single, advancing the second on the throw. And here's Mork for the 3rd time. Strong arm out in left for Worley, Worley. But it was a little bit behind the plate up the third base line. 0-2. This is hammered to right. Did he get enough? Just underneath it. It'll be a fly out. Hard hit ball, but nothing to show for it. But they do get 4. Home on the bottom of the 4th. 2-run double from Cole Wellman, followed up by a 2-run single from Carter Holtas. And now the home team has 4 runs for their right-hander, who takes the mound for the 5th.
All right, we have the winner of our Fox 9 raffle. Thank you to all who participated, especially those who downloaded the Fox mobile app. So first we have our Gordon Ramsay Secret Service portable grill. And the winner of that one goes to 270366. And then our next prize is
Here's Worley, who's going to swing at the first pitch, line it to center, but it's an out. Everything seems to be just carrying out to the outfield and staying up for these outfielders. One pitch out to start the top of the fifth. 2 more outs to put Elliott Allen in line for the victory. 4 runs of support in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Rolando Ramos, that is. And he'll take a strike. Allen has him out in front of a change-up, 0-2. Fouled out of play. Two-run double, 2-run single to damage in the fourth. St. Wendel trailing for the first time. 1-2, a nice watchful eye there for ball 1. But he'll be out in front of that one, and I believe they said it was foul tipped. It's a strikeout swinging nonetheless. Another one collected for Allen, looking for another 1-2-3 frame here in the fifth.
Right fielder Tyler Holmes.
Tyler Holmes for the third time. Bouncer past the mound to short. That's now Mesquita, who seems to play every position with ease and excellence. He will charge on that ball and put it away for a 1-2-3 top of the fifth. Avon rolling here now, out in front 4-0.
Right field for the Lakers. Carter Wassine is in there. Nick Merton at second base. Nolan Biguet is catching. Griffin Romeling at first base. Number 17 on the ball for the Saints. The initial plan tonight was for a 7-inning game, but we got lights, so we're going to go 9.
New pitcher for St. Wendel. It's going to be Aiden Mikulski. They just announced that they were going to play 7 innings, which is news to us, but they said they're going to do 9 since they have lights, and we are moving at a blistering pace. Less than an hour right now as we're halfway home. That's the famous last words, though. Elliott Burnett. That'll be a 10-9 finish at midnight. Ball in the dirt. Toronto, Canada, welcome. Wherever or however you may be joining us, we thank you for doing so. Dylan Corbett with you. Curtis Jolin, our cameraman and producer. Here's a strike. One. 1 and 2. Upstairs. Best part of the internet indeed. We are the ever-connected society now. It is a good thing. Certainly has its drawbacks, but I think it is a good thing that you can check us out. Strikeouts working here now. First batter and a strikeout. Nice start for Mikulski.
Right fielder Carter Waseed.
Oh, and 1. I'm not seeing some of these tips, but that's a wave and a miss. Or a foul tip. Oh, it's another hit batter. Lakers, 3 different players wearing one tonight. They have not looked pretty. Batter aboard.
Third baseman Reese Gregory.
Reese Gregory with a runner on, 1 out after that strikeout and a hit batter. Gregory 2 errors at third base. But they haven't paid off those runs, scoreless outing. They stranded them loaded when newly inserted right fielder Drew Leeser made a diving grab in foul territory to end the inning. Quick look at first. Officially 4 innings as this is out to left field. Carrying, long run left fielder. It's over his head. It'll bounce up against the fence. Runner was held up at first, so he will not score. He will just now get to third. And a double for Gregory. Second and third, 1 away. Not sure if it was a bad break in left.
Shortstop Elian Mosquito.
But the longest hit of tonight in the air carried the left fielder. And here's Mosquito now with runners on second and third. Jacob Worley had that go over his head. Mosquito takes strike 1. Ball 1. Catches the pitcher and then goes underneath the glove of the second baseman. Looked like maybe there was a play. And now we hope Mikulski's all right. That's going to be an RBI single for Mosquito. Tough luck, as certainly it looked like they were going to make an out there. Hard hit ball right back where it came from. Caught Mikulski. So he'll be given some, given some time. And it looks like he will be all right. He will gut it out, stay in this one, and he's trying to work out a further trouble. As this will be the new right-hander in to take an AB. And a liner to left. That'll score a run. First and second, 6-0. Nice piece of hitting. First pitch he saw.
Second baseman Nick Murden.
And now they're going through their lineup a little bit deeper. This is Nick Murden. I think Griffin Romeling just pinch hit and hit that single. Here's a swinging foul tip. 1-1. 1 out, first and second, 6-0. 4 runs in the fourth, 2 here in the fifth. 2-1. So Mikulski's come in, he's let up 2 runs, and he got hit with a comebacker. Bouncer to third. Step on the bag for 1. Across the diamond, throw is offline, but it's fielded nicely at first to save an error. So the force out at third on the fielder's choice. Probably the right move. I was wondering if he would go to second and then first. Looked like it kind of caught the grass and slowed a little, so he stepped on the bag, got the lead runner. So 2 more runs benefiting Elliott Allen, who bats again. Now pitching with a 6-run lead the next time he takes the mound, in which he'll look to post a quality start. And it's been more than quality. This is off the end of the bat. Ramos started back, comes in, and still makes it look easy. And that'll end the inning, but another 2 come home here for Avon as they lead it at home 6-0 through 5.
Summary 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. 2 men left on base. Defensive change for the Lakers. Number 23, Matt Pickleman on the mound.
New pitcher likewise, so Elliott Allen's night is done. He'll be in line for the victory. A pair of punch-outs, 5 scoreless innings, worked around a couple of walks, and scattered just the 1 hit. So here is opposing pitcher Mikulski, that is, the relief pitcher. And the new pitcher for Avon is righty Matt Pickleman, who delivers a first pitch strike. Fox 9 Town Ball Tour in Avon. Home team cooking, 1-1. 5 strong innings from Elliott Allen. 2 runs batted home for both Wellman and Holtos. And then Wellman just got pinch hit for. Drew Leeser made a sensational diving grab in right field. Popped up foul. 1-2. Four runs in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, and lays off 2-2. slow roller to second. Whoa. Short-armed him a little bit. But Carter Wiesen is going to make it a 4-3 putout.
Shortstop Austin Dickman.
And here's Dickman. Pulled down the line, foul, a long way. Oh, and one out. Outside and low. Well, it was a cloudy start to our game. Now there's barely a cloud in the sky. Strike two. Wind has been switching directions throughout the course. Been stopping, starting. And the pitch home blew the fastball by him. Swinging strikeout. For the Lakers, new right-hander Pickleman. Here's Brandon Dickman. Strike one. Pickleman home. Low. 1-1. Foul back, 1-2. Lays off the pitch in the dirt, bounce before the plate. Out in front, another swinging strikeout, 2 punch outs in the inning for the reliever Pickleman. Lakers 6-0 through 5.5.
Summary in the top of the 6th, 3 up and 3 down. Catcher Nolan Begawet.
Pitch is upstairs to the new batter, Nolan Bigowet. And he'll lace one out to right, but it's right at the right fielder. 2-pitch out. A lot of hard hit balls in the outfield, resulting in outs. Caden Mork again for the 4th time.
Center fielder Caden Mork.
Nine more outs to work with for the visitors, St. Wendel. And this is ground to the right side. First baseman flips to the covering pitcher who no, he's safe is the call. They say he was away from the bag. Did not get his foot down is the call. As the umpire running out to, again, field all calls here tonight as the one-man crew. And he was at a good angle and saw that he was not on the bag. That is the ruling. And they're going to call that an error, but I'm not sure on who.
Left fielder Elliott Burnett.
So Burnett with a runner on.
Only an amateur baseball.
Runner bluffed like he was running for second, stayed put, ball upstairs. And this is off the end of the bat, down for a single out to left field. First and second. Lakers looking to add more runs to their scoring spree. 4 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and working on a good 6th with 1 out.
Right fielder Carter Wassine.
Carter Wassine, who took over at second base, will now bat. And he's out in front of a breaking pitch. One and one. Throw back to second. He's back in safely. One is hit to third, to second for one, on to first, not in time. Force out at second, they're at the corners, 6-4 put out at second base. Mikowski still pitching.
Number 18, Nathan Sand, now in the game.
Gave up 2 runs in his first inning of relief, trying to post a 0 here with 2 outs. Pitch home, missing inside, as this is Nathan Sand. Sand, a foul ball. 1-1. Hit out to center. Ramos was playing in, but he'll back up and make the catch in the shade in center, and they'll strand a pair. Avon 6, St. Wendel nothing. Top of the 7th coming up.
No runs on 1 hit. There is 1 error, 2 left on. catcher Tanner Tomasek.
Tomasek, the batter now here, top of the 7th. Foul ball. Another inning of relief here for Pickleman. Pulled to the right side. First baseman flips to Pickleman, who will make sure to step on the bag for the first out. And Avon pulling out all the stops. 5 innings from their starter of scoreless baseball. Pickleman looks just as nasty as he hasn't allowed a base runner.
Third baseman Jake Ethan.
And here's Jake Ethan. Ball up. So 8 outs to work with. Excuse me, down 6. Ground ball to third. Another chance here for Gregory. Makes it. Quick 2 outs for Pickleman in his second inning of relief. Biggest moment for the Lakers was when they had the bases loaded with Saints and freshly put into right field, Drew Leeser. A diving full-out Superman grab in right field. Off the end of the bat to center. This is down for a single. 2-out hit. Here's Brandon Dickman.
Pinch hitting and now in the game. Number 3, Pete Schumer.
Sorry, that's Pete Schumer. Pinch hitting. Swinging at the first pitch he sees. 0-1. So Tanner Rees single, and now Schumer batting for Worley with Rolando Ramos on deck, but there are 2 outs after the 2-out hit. And thrown away on the pickoff move to first, so second base goes Rees. One and one to Schumer. Called strike, 1-2. Adam looking a little bit silly too. Now he goes to the fastball, cleans up duty at the plate with a strikeout looking. Nasty work from Pickleman. Only 6 more outs for St. Wendel. Avon up 6-0.
few defensive changes for St. Wendel. Rolando Ramos on the mound for the Saints, and I'll come up with some of the other changes in just a minute. Looks like Will Ethan in center field, number 23. Aiden Mahalski at third. Elian Mosqueda now batting.
Another new pitcher, the third of the game for St. Wendel. This is Rolando Ramos, who's a lefty and pitches inside. So Mikulski moves to third after his 2 innings. Pitch inside corner, 1-1. Bottom 7. Mosqueda at the plate. And he's got a 2-1 count.
Andrew Dinkow at second base for the Saints.
Dinkow's at second. Two and two. Ramos keeps going inside here. Full. That'll be a leadoff walk for Mosqueda. 7th inning stretch, and the Lakers picking up right where they left off.
Griffin Romling.
Griffin Romling will take a strike. Leadoff walk from Ramos. Ramos steals. In the dirt, skips away. The second Mosqueda goes. Runner on second. And a pitch high. So leadoff walk, now it's second, and ball 2, 2-1. Two and two. Nobody out. Mosqueda at second. Popped up. First baseman barely has to move to put away the pop out. An important out for Ramos.
Second baseman Nick Murden.
Nick Murden will grab a bat with one away. He'll watch ball one. Another pitch high. 2-0. first base open. And after watching the first two up at his eyes, he will swing through that one. Goes after another high pitch, 2-2. He's looked tied up there. A little bit of a cut fastball. Ramos looking for the punch out. Foul territory. Schumer in left field sees it go out of play. One out. Pulled foul. Good battle. Wave and a miss. He went after the fastball up, and Ramos strikes him out swinging. Mosquito at second.
Pitcher Matt Pickleman.
Pickleman, pitcher versus pitcher. Ramos, a submarine thrower, which you don't see too many of now anymore. A lost art. I'm a fan. One 0. 1-1. St. Wendel's got 6 outs to work with. Down 6. Trying to keep it at that. Pickleman, will see if he goes out for another inning. I don't see why not. He'll swing through this one, 1-2.
Chase Lyon at first base for those Saints.
Ramos looking for back-to-back punch outs. He will. Foul tipped into the mitt, held on to. And he will post that 0. A scoreless inning for Ramos, but running out of outs are the Saints.
Run through a few of the changes for St. Wendel because we've got them kind of piecemeal. Will Ethan is playing center field now. Aiden Michalski at third base. Carter Boss at shortstop. Chase Lyon at first base. Tanner Tomasic is still catching. Andrew Ingau is at second base. Tanner Reese is now right field. Pete Schumer in left. And Rolando Ramos is your pitcher. And Rolando is now back.
Ramos will lead off the inning against Pickleman, out for a third inning of work. Blows the fastball by him, 0-1. Another strike. Yeah, submarine thrower, sidearm thrower. A lost start. I forget which Rogers it is, the one in San Francisco who still does it. I think it's Taylor. Could be Tyler. I think it's Taylor. But back in my old days pitching, I would drop the arm slot. 1-2 to Ramos. Punched out to the right side. First baseman broke over to the ball. Now he's not at the bag. Ramos beats it out with his legs.
Center fielder Will Ethan.
Ramos at first. We'll see if he wants to do some running. He's got a huge lead. He will stay put, strike at the plate. Here is where the Saints need to pick up some runs. They've got the leadoff man aboard on their, they're going to say, on the third air committed. So again, a little bit of trouble over at first base. Got underneath this one, out into the gap. Long run, left fielder calls off the center fielder and makes the running catch. Just didn't quite catch all of it off the end of the bat, but put it out to a good spot. That's going to retire Will Ethan. And here's Aiden Michalski. Michalski, who is now at third. He was the second pitcher of the game for the Saints. Skied foul. Safe at first. 0-1, one away. Blocked. Ramos stays put. 1-1. Ramos throw back to first after he bluffed on the steal. He's back in safely. Time called. Ramos will stay put again. Swing and a miss for Michalski at the plate. Count even up at 2. Top 8, 6-0 Avon. I'm honestly surprised Ramos hasn't done any running, and he'll take off right as I say that. Throw sails into center, but it's backed up nicely. Stolen bag for Ramos. Figured it was only a matter of time. It's now ball 3 at the plate. Full count, 1 out. Ramos dancing at second. And it'll be ball 4, first and second. This game's not done yet. A walk to Mikulski. Pickleman now first and second. 1 out. And Carter Voss will grab a bat. 1 out. Wonder if Pickleman is starting to tire a little bit, but he'll groove a curveball. 0-1. High. 1 out, scoreless to this point for St. Wendel. Trying to change that. Bouncer up the middle. I don't know if he stepped at second. Yeah, they're going to say he did. 6 unassisted, 3 double play. St. Wendel's claiming it was nowhere near the bag, and it was an intriguing case out there at second. I think they're going to try and have a word with, again, our lone umpire is in charge of making all the calls here. That's going to be called an inning-ending double play. Nope, not a word, just a grab of the bat. So what a twin killing to finish that inning and threat, as the last chance for insurance is due up, and then 3 outs for St. Wendel.
Dixie chant. Once again, we want to thank Fox 9 for putting our town on display all day long. Thank Waldo's and the Wandering Cow for helping us out with the food today. I want to thank the Avon Lions. I want to thank everyone that's helped make this day so great. Catcher Nolan Bigowet.
Ramos back out for his second inning. It's bottom 8, 4 runs in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. And now first pitch swinging, lifted out to shallow right. Second baseman out, right fielder in. It drops in between. Single. Center fielder Caden Mork. Caden Mork now with a runner on after the leadoff single. Coming up on just 2 hours, not even yet. First pitch swinging deeper out to right. Put away. Mork retired on 1 pitch. Here is Elliot Burnett. Elliot Allen in line for the win.
Left fielder Elliot Burnett.
I imagine Pickleman will look to finish this thing off. Ball 1 to Burnett. popped up on the infield. And pulled in from Dinkow. So Ramos, leadoff man aboard on a bloop single, and then 2 quick outs. And here is the new batter. Carter was seen, who's wearing 21. He's listed on the roster as 16. Swings through one. One and one. Pitch high, 2-1. Was seen batting. Ramos looking to post 2 scoreless innings of relief. Started in center field. Blattner Field, home of the Lakers. Foul ball. Two, got a piece. Two and two away. He's rung up at the kneecaps, and Ramos K's him to end the 8th, but it's the final chance coming up for the visiting Saints. 6-0 on the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour.
Runs on 1 hit, there were no errors, and 1 man left on base. Avon's next game is Friday night against Foley here in Avon. That's also the Spunk Day starts this Friday. Lots of vendors, a car show. A lot of things going on Friday night, including a live band down at Wobegon Trailhead. All day Saturday, events for the children, adults, the beer garden at about noon, and another band, fireworks, a parade. A lot of things going on in Avon. Matt Pickleman moves to left field. Elliot Burnett moves into third base, and the third baseman Reese Gregory is now our pitcher, number 30 on the mound. Chase Lyon at the plate.
Chase Lyon will hit the first pitch. A cue shot to second. One pitch, one out, and they're running out of them. New pitcher, by the way, is Reese Gregory. Looking for a clean ninth, and then the celebration can begin for the Lakers in a win over their rival.
Catcher Tanner Tomasek.
Here's Tomasek. Down the line, that's trouble. It'll be at least one base. Big turnaround second, rather heading to second with a big turnaround first and a one-out double for Tomasek.
I want to thank
Hit
East
off
Outland
Gregory.
also for supplying us a shuttle service. We have an Expedition from Polaris and a Polaris Ranger that's being used tonight if you need a little help getting out. And Winter's Recreation for a couple of nice golf carts.
So a double, and now a strike. Wave and a miss. 0-2, one out, runner on second. Just three, now four hits for the Saints. They also reached on 3 errors. Strike three, a bender comes back around across the plate for strike three looking.
Right fielder Tanner Reese.
Reese takes strike one. This game could finish in less than 2 hours. The 0-1 is 0-2. Gregory a strike away. Just caught a piece on that curveball. He struck out the previous batter with it looking. Here, just barely staying alive at the plate is Reese. It would be Schumer on deck. Wave and a miss. That'll do it. A shutout. 3 pitchers combined for the 9-inning victory in wire-to-wire fashion. 6 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors for the home side. They will win it here 6-0 on the latest stop on the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. We will look forward to seeing you a week from tonight. I will actually be off for the next 2 weeks, so I will talk to you in 3 weeks, but fear not, we will continue on the tour and talk to you next Wednesday. Thanks for joining us wherever or however you may have, and we look forward to bringing you another great game of baseball here in the great state of Minnesota on the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. For Curtis Gillin, I'm Dylan Corbett. Have a great rest of your Wednesday evening.